Hello, hello, hello. As promised, today we are going to work on finishing up some of these keychains. I'm just going to get a variety of different things out here to finish with, some tassels. So my grandson came over, he was here last week, and he chose charms to go with each one. I did use on this, the acrylic markers from Resin. I have to tell you that they worked really good. These mark on anything: stone, glass, plastic, cloth, paper, ceramic, wood, and metal. Let me make sure that I'm recording. Whew. Okay. And hopefully my microphone is working. So I don't think, I have taken it several times and I've been rubbing and stuff and it is not coming off. What I have done is I have started top coating each of these extra overpour pieces that I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one in regular time, and then as I do the others, I'll probably do those on a time lapse so that you guys don't get bored to death, because it does take a little bit of time to dome each piece. And I really want to show you how cute these little shapes can be as keychains. I'm not sure if I'm going to put these for sale or if we're just going to add these to any of our Etsy orders, because they make a cute little summer keychain. All I'm doing, as I've stated in the past, when you dome, you just kind of create the tension out to the edge. And it may take a couple of coats before this is domed the way and finished the way you like it. But I also thought about taking this little turtle, because he is such a cute shape. How about we add maybe a charm to his belly? That would be fun and different. I just got to figure out which charm that's going to be. What would look cute? Not a fan. We could add this little turtle. It could look like a, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about some days. Too big. No, I don't like that. What can I do? As you can see, I've top coated some of these already. I had a little bit of extra. I was working on my a custom order for a car charm. So I took the extra that I had and kind of domed that. I might use that dolphin charm right there because there's really nothing to cut off. There's really nothing there at all. So I think I'm going to put that right down in the center. I'm going to hold it there. Now I'm going to definitely have to do another doming coat. Actually, I think that's quite cute. It's funny how things surprise you. Just going to make sure I don't have any bubbles, and I'm going to put that up in the machine, up in the double-sided light from Resin. Then I'm going to start working on some of these. As I stated, I am not going to bore you to death with these doming coats. However, I am thinking about adding little something to these. I'm just not sure which ones. Oh, that's cute. Okay. All I do is I just clip as close as I can, which some of these are not easy. And once you get the one side, usually it makes getting the other side a little bit easier. Oh, I don't know where the other piece went. And then I just take there are several things you can use, but I have found that the nail file works really good at just smoothing that off. I'm just gonna take my little vacuum. Then I think what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna dome the back so that it's covered. Which actually this was in really, the backside was really domed well from the mold. I just want to make sure it's nice and shiny. Hopefully I'm in frame. Today has been a little bit of a busy day already. I have been grocery shopping. I dropped our grandson off at summer learning camp, and he had his birthday party on Saturday at Chuck E. Cheese. Whew, that's all I have to say about that. Woo! For those who do not know, we have custody of our now 7-year-old grandson. He is ADHD and he is on the spectrum. He's a very, very smart child. It's just hard sometimes to rein it in to get him to understand just how smart he is and to use those smarts, you know? It's definitely something you learn about. Ooh, I almost dropped that. Woo! And I'm gonna put that on the front side of the star. So we got our little turtle out. He's been 2 minutes, but as you can see, there's some spots. So what I'm gonna do is very carefully just add a little bit around the edges. I'm not gonna add any more. I'm gonna move around what I have here. Hopefully you can see how that's moving around. I like the little dolphin ring. That's cute. So it's been a learning experience for sure with the ADHD and the autism, but he's a super smart, super special boy. We are blessed to have 5 wonderful grandchildren. We have 4 boys and 1 little girl. And they are all their own person. Each one of them is unique and smart and intelligent in their own way. It's such a wonderful thing. It really is. To see them all blossom into their own personalities. I'm really hoping I'm in frame. I'm going to stand up really quick. I am not. I guess I need to move up a little bit more. And I do need a little bit more resin over here. I'm so sorry I was out of frame. I'm just going to add just dots of resin. I'm going to try and get it moved out to that fin. Got all my custom sticker orders done. Whew, what a job, but very rewarding when it's all done and the customer is so happy with what you've created. Just makes your entire week. And I hope that those stickers do very well for her business. So hopefully I've not been out of frame during this whole thing. That will really bother me. I really need a usable video. I still have an earring video that I've not uploaded. It was the one of the chickens with the little boots, which they're great, but the video I was just horrible at. I did a terrible job recording, and I missed like a whole time-lapse part that I said I was gonna do. For some reason I was not recording during that time. But since then, I've learned how to pause my camera, change the shooting like of time-lapse and, you know, back to regular. I've since learned that on my phone, which I know there are apps that people use. I am just fully unaware of those apps. I do not know how to use them, and I don't know what they are. And nobody on YouTube really shares a whole lot of information. You're kind of on your own when you start figuring it all out. Okay, so the turtle's gonna go up there. I'm going to remove the starfish, which if you did not see me coat it, and there's the sides, that's the Let's Resin markers. That is these right here. And I like how it really looks quite finished, quite nice. So what I'm gonna do before I add this to this side is I am going to just run it in the lamp. So now I am gonna put you on a time lapse while I take care of the rest of the tops of these, and then I'll come back and we'll put them all together. Well, I guess I'm back earlier than I thought I was gonna be. I forgot that I was gonna show you putting this on other shell on. So we're gonna do that next. Just gonna add enough so that it has something to kind of stick to, and then I have enough to work around to move it to the edges, just to give it that doming coat. Now, I don't seal these in any other way, so I'm not sure how long that marker on the edge is gonna last. I know that you can seal resin with a Krylon. You know, there are sprays that are available. I do have some Krylon spray, but to be honest and to be fair, I have never sprayed any of my resin pieces, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't know. So there we have it. Now this may take one more coat, but I'm pretty sure got a little silver there on top, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna fret about it too much. Just go over the parts. Now look how cute that is with the shell on it. I like that. These charms are ones that I just got off Amazon. Look at the turtle. That looks super cute. I love that. There's the back side and there's the front. My watch is telling me it's time to stand. I don't think I'm going to use the marker on this one though, but I do like the dolphin. I do have a little bit of resin here. I need to get wiped up. Let's see. I'm just going to wipe this up a little bit. It's because I had it on my tool and I didn't wipe my tool off each time. And as I've stated in the past, I don't wear gloves. I just work very hard at not getting the resin on me. And if I do, I clean it off immediately. But for me, it is way worse. The gloves, I am so allergic to the gloves. Even the latex-free nitrile just doesn't seem to work well for me. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what it is in my body that does not like that material, but it does not. Okay, so, you know, I guess I'm just not going to fast forward. Change of plans. It won't take me that long to finish up what I have left for top coating, because I have already done, you know, some of these previously. So I just need to finish them up, and then we can do the fun part, which is putting them together, adding the charms, the tassels, whatever else we want to add. This dolphin is adorable. I had enough points on Let's Resin's website from my purchases. You build points. A lot of websites are doing that now, where you build points. So I had enough points that I got a silicone, you know, I don't know why my words are escaping me today. A silicone making kit, you know, so you could do make some molds. I'm not sure what the kit includes, or if it is even compatible with UV resin. I'm not sure. All I know is I had enough points to get it for free, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see what I can create for a mold. I'm going to wipe my tool off now before I put it down here. That is probably going to need a little bit of a second coat. Not bad though. Let's take a look at our starfish. Wow, the starfish is pretty perfect. My tape is coming off, but there you have it. Perfectly domed. That marker looks really cute on the outside. I just don't know about the durability of it because it is an acrylic. I wonder if it says somewhere. But look at all the colors you get. I wonder if there's a piece of paper in here. There is nothing in the box. Soft brush tip, extra fine tip, 36 colors, acrylic markers. That's all I know. I wish I could tell you more. It does not say marks on anything, but it does not tell you, you know. I'm sorry. So this is a little seahorse, which I don't think we're going to add anything to either. It needs a very small coat on the back. I think I already put one coat on when I was making my little turtle charm, car charm. And so I'm going to put a little bit more on the back side, and then we'll go to the front. Now you can add what you want to your doming coat too, and that's always good to remember, because if you want to add a little sparkle, just add some crushed crystal. You can add a little bit of pigment powder, and it'll jazz up your creations a little bit too when you're doing this doming coat. I do find that if I add something to it, in the first coat, it's fine to do like an addition of glitter, or you can use gemstone sand. But it's when you go for that, you have to add another coat on top to smooth it out properly, because it does get kind of this weird texture. Like this one had a weird texture to it because of the first doming coat that I put on had a little bit of gemstone sands. It had a mixture. There was sodalite, lapis, and angelite. So it was bumpy, it feels gritty when you use the gemstone sands. So you just need a little bit of resin over the top to kind of smooth it out. But it makes for some really cute keychains. These are adorable. It's a good way to use your overpours. And you're not wasting the resin. Like I said, you don't have to sell them. To give them as gifts in your orders. And people really appreciate a nice little free gift with their orders. I have to finish up some hearts over there. I did all of our glitter mixes that we currently have made. I did photographs and I put each one in resin so that you could see what it looked like in the resin. And then I took the photographs, and then I've been making those the little hearts that I use for the photos. I've been using these as magnets and gifts. So these are the glitters mixes that we have that are going to be available in our Etsy shop. And they're only 12-gram bags. I believe one of them, like this one, might be just a 10-gram bag. They are $3 a bag plus shipping. But it's a good way to try it out. And these are small batch, so I won't ever have these again. I couldn't even tell you how I made these, to be honest. Okay. Now our dolphin is ready to be made into a keychain. I'm just going to wipe it off real quick. Actually, I'm going to use an alcohol swab. And I'm just going to wipe it off. I'm going to put this away for now because we don't need it. And we're going to start assembling. I'm going to get these hearts out of the way and the resin out of the way. And we'll start doing some assembly. Picking out what we want to go with what. Oh, I forgot this little guy. Okay. So in between, I'll work on him as well. So with the dolphin, I'm going to start with a simple keychain setup. I'm going to get out a couple. I do want a shinier jump ring. I know I have some shiny ones in here. I guess I do right there. And I am going to pick out a smaller tassel to go with him. And I think we're going to use this blue. Yep, that's better enough. And now this one is done on one side. I just have to coat him on that side. And I'm going to do that very quickly. I hope I can remember how I made this blue. I know the glitter that I used, and I'm pretty sure of the pigment powder that I used. But the two together made a beautiful mix here. And I love pigment powders with a little bit of glitter in there. You just have to make sure when you're mixing the two, you don't use too much of one or it'll overpower the other. You want them to be friends. So, I'm hoping this week to get another video done of some earrings. I know what this channel is supposed to be. It's supposed to be earrings. But sometimes that can be boring too. Just earrings all the time. I'm sorry I get quiet when I'm doming. You can tell I'm concentrating. There we go. Nicely domed right down to the tail. Look how cute he looks. There's really no bubbles in there. Oops. But I I do see he's not to the edge right there. Sometimes when you put a little bit of heat from the lighter, it changes the viscosity of the resin so that it kind of smooths out and it levels a little bit better too. I don't know what the science is behind that. I guess with any resin, when you heat it up, it changes the viscosity. I'm gonna get his chin here just a little bit better. Okay, that one's ready to go. Now we can work on our dolphin. So, let's get out the appropriate tools. Let's make sure that this hole doesn't need to be drilled. Nope, it's good. Let's go. I don't know if I like the hardness of these, but I'm going to check them really quick and see how I feel about them. See, they're not large enough. Okay. All right. Now I can't get it off. Yeah, and those are pretty soft. So let's get back into our little bag of goodies. And I'm going to use, those are gold tone. I'm going to use one of these larger ones to add the dolphin to the ring. And these are much harder, much more stable, I feel like. Oh yeah, much better. Will it go through there? What do I do? What do I do? It's got fuzz stuck to it. Well, all I did, I'm sorry if that's off camera, I just took the dolphin over to my Dremel, which my Dremel cord is not long enough for me to get up on the camera. And that's all I did, was I just enlarged that hole so that I could use this better jump ring to attach it to the actual, God, those things are sometimes hard to get straightened. There. So there, now it's on there. That is a much better jump ring. I think, we're gonna take some of these other jump rings that are much, you know, the gauge is stronger. Those bright silver are pretty, but they're not very strong. So I'm gonna go with the stronger. And I'm gonna add first the tassel. So there we have that. And then I'm going to add, I don't know. I really like the little fish here. So we're going to start with the fish. Maybe we're not. With the dolphin, we could add this. That would actually look cool. It's kind of like a conch shell. Please don't come after me for my pronunciation. As you can see, these are very, very strong jump rings. So we've got a little, I don't know. I know what kind of shell that is, but I can't even think. And since we have one of the ones that are like plated with this stuff, I'm gonna add one up with the tassel, and I'm gonna use a starfish. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. That one is super hard to get closed. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's our first one done, which is quite cute. It's got a little, I don't know what kind of shell that is, I'm sorry. But you can see the little bit of glitter and stuff in there. Little tassel. That might have been the back side that it was. Oh, I have the back side on that side. Oh, I need to fix that. All I'm gonna do is just pull that apart, take that off, and kind of adjust it, because I did have the back side up, which wasn't quite as pretty as the front, because the front has the addition of the, oh gosh, of the gemstone sand and the glitter from that other custom order. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay, there's one done. Okay, we'll hang that right there. Now let's work on this one, which again, I'm going to use a larger jump string, which is a thicker gauge, to attach it to the keychain setup. Then we decide what else goes on this. No. Yes. I am thinking of a tassel about this color. Nothing too fancy. And get that attached up here at this little part that hangs down. Okay. And then we shall add this other little shell to the front. Perfect. And we shall add, I really love this turtle with all the design on it. I think I'm gonna add that up at the top with the tassel. So I'll just put it through there, turn the tassel around to the front, and then just hook that baby on there. So now I'll show you this one a little closer. Get stood up here. So this one has our little applied charm. We have a turtle at the top, and then our shell. So we'll hang that one right there for now. And then let's work on this turtle. Again, I gotta have another keychain set up. Another larger jump ring. The two seahorse I will probably do off camera, but I will have pictures of them. At the end, I'll have pictures of all of this together. And these are definitely gonna be free gift with orders. You know, I think I wanna use that color. Nope, I don't. What about this color? I can't seem to find a green that I like. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, I'm off camera. I mean, out of frame. I'm really leaning toward this one. Now, let me see what I have in the larger sizes. I have this one. No, not a fan. I need a pack of just blue because I use blue so much in everything that I make that I need to just invest in some blue ones. This one today is going to have green. I try to make it so that it hangs, you know, nice when it's laying flat. So let me see. I hope that I have not been out of frame the whole video. And then for this one, we have a dolphin. So let's put a dolphin up at the top. Have this little dolphin charm, double-sided charm. So we'll add that one at the top. And then what other sea life can we put with it? Since he's already a turtle, let's add, we could add this guy. Oh, what's this guy? Oh, he would look good on the front of one. I think we're going to add a tiny seahorse. That is where my heart is going, to the seahorse. So there you have it. We have a green tassel, another dolphin charm, our turtle with the dolphins on the front, and then I added a little seahorse. So I am going to fast forward you through finishing up the two seahorses, and then I'll have pictures at the end. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little insight into what we do with our overpour resin and how we finish it up and add it as free gifts into our packages. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.